Thank, thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. Happy morning, everyone. I hope
Good morning.
I hope you are in enthusiast condition, and because we are here already in the fourth Speechcraft session, and it's very amazing to have some progress until our fourth speech session. And I'm Salma. I will be your Toastmasters of the meeting today. And if we look back with our previous session in the speech, we already learned about ice-breaking speech. We already learned about, and in the last session, we also learned about the speech purpose. We decide on how to define a clear purpose for making a speech. And right now, we will learn about body language, and it is a very important aspects of the speech because a speech will be more interesting, and also the audience will feel more engaged if we use body language like this. I need to give an example. So yeah, in today's session, we will have an educational presentation about body language. It is to learn on how to build a confident presence, impactful gestures, and also expressive face. And we also learn how to make our communication skills have a lasting impact to the audience. And after that, after the educational presentation, we will have our speech crafters to deliver their speech about know your purpose speech. And after that, after the speech, we will also have the evaluation session of the speech crafter by fellow Toastmasters here. And after that, we will have a title topic session to improve our skills in generating impromptu speech. And after that, we will have a discussion to how to give an effective evaluation. And then we will have an announcement for assignments for the next session, speaker guide workshop, and also the general evaluation and other announcements in the at the end of our session today. All right, so we will have the educational presentation of body language. It will be delivered by my fellow Toastmasters Alvin, and it will be evaluated by Toastmaster Hani as the evaluator of the educational presentation. Without further ado, I would like to invite Toastmaster Hani to introduce Toastmaster Alvin.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Madam Paul. So let we hear today in the morning. We want to learn more about how to using body language today. And without further ado, let me hear a presentation from Toastmaster Alvin as our edu speaker today. And so, yeah, Toastmaster Alvin, are you ready? Thank
Yes,
you so
I'm
much.
ready.
So, okay, let's hear from our education special in body language from Toastmaster Alvin Abram. Toastmaster Alvin Abram, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hani. Before I start, I would like to hear your voice. Please unmute yourself and repeat after me. Happy morning!
Happy morning!
All right, thank you so much. That is the spirit I need to start our educational moment. All right, so all right, body language, the art of body language. You can speak without words. It means that you can share something without saying anything. And about body language, there are three key elements, which is the first is gestures, and then facial expressions and movement. Gestures is there are 4 types of gestures. The first is descriptive. Descriptive is using your hand, like 1, 2, 3, 4, describing. And the second one is the empathic one. The empathic one is something that you show that you listen, that you show your feeling. You can you do it by nodding your head, or put your hand on your chest. It means that you sympathy, you feel it. And representative, like 30%, and to give an example, like knocking, yeah, like knocking, that's the example. And prompting. Prompting is an invitation for audience to do something that you want them to do. For example, anyone to ask question? So that's the prompt to invite audience to ask question. Yeah, because words can only convey so much, but with body language, you can speak volumes without saying a word. As a survey, that verbal content is 7%, tone of voice, the volume, etc., is 38%, and body language is 55%. Body language is 55%. So that is the benefit of body language. If you can enhance your body language, you already have 55%. Then compared to verbal content, maybe if I prepare my verbal content so much, it only 7%. So if I plan my body language as well, it can be better. And the power of body language is that you can emphasize the main point of a speech. And the second is make it purposeful and make it intentional. Plan it in advance and share it in your speech later on. And also watch for unconscious movements like pacing, like doing unnecessary movement, and playing with coins in pocket. If we are in the stage, not to use our hand in our pocket, because it feels like we are focusing in any other else. And fidgeting with a piece of jewelry, yeah, or this one, yeah, or hair. Sometimes I see myself doing this. I feel like I'm very handsome, but I less handsome, so that's why I use my hair. But that's not a purposeful movement. And clutching the lectern as well, like holding the table when you're speaking, is also not a purposeful movement. And we can also mind the venue. If the venue is small, you can just have a efficient move. But if the venue is larger, you can move right to the left to utilize the venue. And this is the example of gesture.
Four times. I told myself, college isn't for me, and I would never go back. Round 2, marriage. I married my soulmate, the love of my life, my best friend. He was fine too. We were married for 8 long, beautiful, amazing months. You heard right, months, not years. It was like immediately.
All right, so as you can see, what is the first body language that she used is the descriptive. He used 1, 2, 3 to describe things. And also I found that she shared about the emphatic gesture, that how she feel about that. So that's the example of gesture.
After we said I do, the heavyweight champion came in and delivered an electrifying knockout blow to our vows. Boom!
Yeah, this is a representative to represent something. And she also utilized the stage,
I'm
walking from
free.
left to the right, not stand in the
Speaking.
still position.
In 2015,
All right, so that's the example of using the gestures. So please make sure our speech is enhanced by our body language. And this is says behind this, research shows that powerful body language, such as standing tall or making eye contact, can increase confidence, credibility, and influence. All right, so that's for me. Thank you for considering the power of body language. Let's use it and communicate using our body, not only our words. With that, thank you so much. Back to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Salma.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvin, for delivering your speech about body language. So it is very interesting because Toastmaster Alvin just told us about how to speak without words. It is with the power of body language because with the use of body language, it can increase our credibility and also give a lasting impact to the listener. Well done. And next, we will have Know Your Purpose speeches. It is a speech that will be delivered by our.
Salma,
Yes?
sorry, evaluator first from Hani.
Oh, okay. Evaluation first. Okay, I will invite Toastmaster Honey to give an evaluation.
Thank you so much, Madam Paul. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvin. As our edu speakers today, I would say you are very knowledgeable about body language because I ever saw you in that speech before. But today I will say the 2 points for you, what you excelled in regarding your presentation as an education today. First, I love your slide PowerPoint visualization. You all create the main points. So and then you explain the whole, so the audience will know well what is the main points that you want to share about body language, empathize, and you describe and using your hand. So the audience will be know well, and also you give the example about the video you put in the slide so the audience can know how to use it effectively regarding in the large stage or in the small stage. And second, because today is about body language, so I already noticed you use the hand gesture effectively because when you say the empathize, you put your hand in your heart. And another that I want to add some of the improvement for your next page. In the closing main point, because you want to encourage, I noticed you already give the strong message, but it will be better if you may try to be energized. I just want to see your energized because the closing point is the main important, and it will be better you can, hey, let's something like so. We know the encouragement about how the body language from the speech until at the end of speech main point. And this is the bet of closing point that you want to bet the audience. I think that's all from me. And thank you so much for sharing your insightful education. Back to you, Madam Tom.
Thank you, Toastmaster Honey, for delivering an evaluation to Toastmaster Alvin's speech. And for the next session, we will have our speech crafters to deliver their speech. It is a very awaited moment for all of us. And I hope you all ready. The first speaker will be Toastmaster Anin, and Anin will be introduced by fellow speech crafters Nabila. I would like to welcome Nabila to introduce Anin.
Thank you, Toastmaster Salma. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and Speechcrafters. It is my honor to introduce our first speaker. This individual's impressive background and experience in working abroad make her a truly remarkable addition to our workshop today. She is a fresh graduate from one of the most reputable universities in Indonesia and currently works as a nurse in the Netherlands. Our speaker today will share her experience living life frugally according to the Dutch culture. I have no doubt that we all are curious with her life-changing experience. So, without further ado, please join me in extending warm welcome to our esteemed speaker, Anin. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Nabila, for introducing me to fellow Toastmaster and guests. Yeah, today my speech is about the frugal living. So, frugal living is now a really trending topic on social media. We can see many influencers talk about frugal living, and as the fresh graduate student, I think frugal living is not only a trend, it is a way of life. It is just lifestyle for me. And I'm quite happy here in Netherlands because Dutch people is quite famous by their frugal living. So I've learned a few tips from them how to do frugal living in our daily life. So here's I would like to share to you 3 tips to do frugal living easily. So my first tips is just don't be picky with everything, including with your food. Have you ever heard what is the signature dishes from Netherlands? Anyone knows? What is the most delicious food in Netherlands? No one?
Mashed
No, of course not
potatoes.
rendang. Mashed potato is not is not yeah. Okay. I don't know because I don't know too. Because I think food here is really bland and they are really tasteless. And I'm just keep wondering why people here eating their food tasteless, only with salt and there's no seasoning at all. And turned out they are just saving money by creating the bland food. I mean, they don't need to buy a lot of ingredients and a lot of seasoning. They just need to prepare bread and a little bit of cheese, right? And when it comes to food, uh, I think Dutch people prefer to cook their bland food than to eating out at the restaurant because eating out at restaurant is just really expensive here. So be wise with your food. That is my first tip. And the second is choose the cheapest possibilities. For instance, the transportation modes. Like Dutch is really famous for their cycling culture. Everywhere, everyone just biking. Even though it's really far, even though it's winter, it is summer, it is snow, it's rain. People bicycle. People are cycling, and yeah, they are really skillful when it comes to cycling. And we can differentiate people who is rich, who is not really rich, because everyone, rich or not, are bicycling to their office like that. So yeah, it's quite funny because for them, why you need to pay extra cash for gasoline or for a credit card for car if you can bike everywhere, right? Besides, it is very healthy. And my third tips is just like what I've said before, is the Netherlands phrase, doe maar gewoon. Doe maar gewoon, that means just act normal. Act normal when it comes to your expenses. What I observe here, people is just really minimalism about everything, including makeup. For instance, like uh, and Dutch woman is really famous by their natural makeup, just to to a little bit foundation and just lipstick, and that's all. They don't need to do a really colorful eyeshadow or fake eyelashes because they don't want to spend more money on that. And yeah, it's quite impressive because they seems not really care about what others think about about themselves, about the clothes, about the simplicity that they have. So because I think people here just wants to be responsible for their expenses for their themselves better than to impress others. So, ladies and gentlemen, that all concludes my speeches about frugal living in Netherlands. We've talked about 3 tips about the frugal living in Netherlands. I hope that tips can help you to do frugal living easily in your daily life. So thank you for listening.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anin, for delivering your your third speech today. And next, I would like to welcome our next speaker is Robert. And Robert will be introduced by Anin. I would like to welcome Anin to introduce Robert.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. So the next speaker will be Robert Sony. And Robert Sony will delivering a speech about the toxic masculinity. And he is a guy who keeps breaking the man stereotype since he was born. So without further ado, Robert, screen is yours.
Thank you, Speechcrafters Anin. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and Speechcrafters. Before I start my speech, I would like to ask your opinion. So please raise your thumbs up or give a thumbs up reaction if you agree that men could cry. Okay, thank you. And give another thumb up if you think that it's okay for men to speak about their emotions or their feelings. Oh, glad. Thank you that you are I see that most of you are agree with this. Yeah, it's very glad to see this kind of response because what happened is there are too many stereotypes of men in our society that we cannot cry, men have to be strong, also men have to have a certain body shape, characteristics, or interest. I'm one of the men who are lucky enough to have this kind of, to not have this kind of criteria. Back then, I was very thin and very weak. I always failed in any sports. Plus, I don't like it either because I have different interests that is very uncommon for boys at the time. This led me to situations in my life that I was bullied. Other boys thought that I'm different. So they started to mock me, tease me. Even they sometimes did that in front of teacher. It made me sad and often cried. Soon after, I was famously labeled as a crybaby person in school. And the more I cry, the more I get bullied. Since then, I learned that, okay, maybe men should not cry, should not reveal my emotions, or I will be seen as a weak person. So I slowly transformed myself from a crybaby boy to a person who never cry at all. And I also become a reserved person. I cannot express my true emotions and my true interest. Little did I know that this killed me inside. I slowly become bad-tempered, easily burned out, highly anxious all the time, and tend to isolate myself from people. Why? Because I never properly process my emotions. I also keep hating myself, like, why I was born like this? Why I always incomplete as a man? But yeah, I didn't regret this experience because this brought me to my healing journey. And after a long healing process, I would say that I'm a much better person than I was before. I handle my emotion better. I slowly able to express myself. And most importantly, I love myself than before. The more I delve into my healing journey, the more I'm curious about what happened to me in the past. Why these boys can do that? Then I found that it is because of toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity refers to certain specific concept of manliness that could bring negative impact to society. It usually revolves around the concept that men should be strong and powerful. Hence, everything that can make them look weak should be prohibited. This could lead to some negative impacts such as dominance, toughness, or even violence. Well, apparently, it's not only harmful for the society, but also can slowly damage men's own mental health. Embracing emotion is often considered as the things that weaken a man. Thus, lots of men choose to hide and ignore them in order to be strong. This is harmful because suppressing emotion can lead to depression and anxiety, and also can lead to the risky behavior such as addiction, aggressiveness, or violence. Sadly, not all men can have this experience. There are still a lot of men out there that are being unaware about the problems, but I believe that it's not too late and these conditions can be changed. I'm a man who chooses to embrace my emotional side and care about my mental health, and I believe that other men should do the same. I hope my today's speech can be a starting point to raise awareness about masculinity and mental health for men out there. Thank you for listening, and that's all my speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Speechcrafter Robert, for delivering your third speech. And next, we will have Speechcrafter Beatrix to have the third speech. And I would like to welcome Speechcrafter Leah to introduce Speechcrafter Beatrix. Speechcrafter Leah, would you like to introduce Speechcrafter Beatrix? Oh, I think Speechcrafter Leah has problem with the connection. So let me just introduce Speechcrafter Beatrix then. So this is going to be her third speech in the Speechcraft session about the purpose of speech, and I would like to welcome Speechcrafter Beatrix.
Thank you, Toastmaster Salma, for the introduction. Happy morning, everyone. Happy morning, fellow Toastmaster and Speechcrafter. Before I start my speech, I want to know if any of you who believe in zodiac or astrology, please, no judgment, yeah. I just want to know. I know. And who don't believe it? Okay. so. So I think there is like 2,170 people believe in Chinese zodiac. The rest no. Okay, good. Okay, I want to share that I was the one who really didn't believe in it because for me it's not logical that 8 billion people in this universe is divided into 12 zodiac or astrology only, right? But and I think if we believe in it, we will just judge people easily, and it made us become close-minded person or narrow-minded person. Until one day, I met someone, and he randomly read about me. Surprisingly, almost 90% of his read was right. Oh, yeah, what should I do? And then it created a dualism in my life. Like I question myself. So what should I do? How could this person rate me correctly? While on the other side, people surround me told me that you have to, hi Bea, you have to believe in yourself because you can achieve anything that you want as long as you have faith in it. Okay. So due to this dualism, I try to find out the answer because I cannot live without answer. So I try to find the answer. I try to find the course and everything until I found in the Instagram about this, and I joined the class, and then the mentor taught me, explained to me how it works between the dualism. Either we want, either we have to believe in it or not. Either we need to have faith in ourselves or not, or just believe in what the path has given by the God or universe. So the mentor taught me that actually there are three aspects in our life. They're like heavenly luck, and then earth luck, and man luck. The first one is heavenly luck. Heavenly luck is something that has been given by the universe or God. For example, like when you are born into and everything. But maybe some people will ask me, how about the mom who give birth on certain date that she decide before? Correct. Everyone can decide it when she want to give birth of the baby. However, the thing that we need to believe in that if it is not meant to be for her or for the kid, there must be something block the plan. For example, like, oh, the doctor is not available on that time, or oh, the baby still cannot, the mom cannot give birth the baby yet, or anything. But there must be a block to do that. And if it is meant to be, then it will go smoothly. And then the second one is earth luck. Earth luck is something that related to the element in this universe. For example, like fire, soil, and everything, and else. There are 5 elements in this universe, right? But this can be manipulated. That's why I understand now why some people go to the feng shui doctor or read about the human design and similar like that. So I know it. And sometimes it can be manipulated. For example, like, oh, you have too many fire elements, so you cannot wear too much, too often red color of clothes, something like that. Basically just to balance, because the energy needs to be balanced in this universe and this world. Okay, and then the third one is mental luck. Mental luck is something that we need to work on, such as our attitude, mindset, and similar like that. For example, like, oh, we know that we have trauma, we have inner child, and we have like something that we don't like before. How we work on this, how we work to fix it, to fix ourselves. The good thing is all these 3 aspects have similar, have exactly the same contribution in our life. Like heavenly luck, earth luck, and man luck contribute 33% each in our life. So the thing is, there are things that we can control in our life and things that we cannot control in our life. Since then, when people talk about their belief, I no longer judge them, but I try to be open-minded. So the goal of my speech here is not to convince you guys to believe in something that you not believe in before, but just to be open-minded for something that we don't believe in. Thank you.
Thank you, Speechcrafter Beatrix. What an interesting speech. So next, we will have Speechcrafter Maria, and she will be introduced by Speechcrafter Irvi. I would like to welcome Speechcrafter Irvi.
Okay, good morning, Master and Speechcraft fellows. The next speaker is Speechcrafter Maria. She has interesting role. She is a life coach, and today she will talk about with and without of emotional intelligence. So, without further ado, let's Speechcrafter Maria, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Irfi, for the introduction, and good morning, everybody. Today, I would like to actually mention again what is emotional intelligence, as I did tell you guys about it last week. Basically, emotional intelligence is the ability for us to be aware of our emotion, what is the confliction or the feeling that we have, and then we be able to regulate it and then shift it to a positive mindset. And who in here the last week feels angry or sad or overwhelmed or tired, feeling tired? Please thumbs up, put a thumbs up. Okay, so this says basically almost everybody has an emotion, right, in their body. And so basically being emotionally having this feeling is normal. It's being human, right? Feeling frustrated, angry, overwhelmed, exhausted, it is a normal thing for human in our daily life to feel that way. But what is being aware? Being aware is for us to know, oh, okay, right now we feel angry, or oh, I feel so sad, I want to cry, I feel flustered, or being aware of those feelings and emotion is very important, because it will affect how we respond to those things that triggers us. And having no emotional intelligence, it will be just like if we don't go to school, we won't be able to respond to people with a proper or educatively, or we won't be able to communicate properly to other people. We will just say things that maybe doesn't connect with the question, or doesn't even relate to what the other people is talking about. So that is what is awareness. And to be able to regulate it, we need that ability to be aware of our emotion. And then and then we will be able to shift it when we already aware, and then we know how to regulate it. Then we will be able to shift it to a positive mindset. And from there, from the ability to regulate it, we will be able to have a growth mindset, instead of a mindset where we feel, oh, I'm so angry, this is just my bad habit. Or like just now, for example, when we hear about Sonny's story, right? Sonny says when he was being bullied, he feels desperate, he feels angry, he feels depressed, he feels something is wrong with him. But actually, that's not how it is. After he able to be aware of his emotion, and then he's aware to heal himself, which is regulate his emotion, he's able to understand that, oh, actually there's nothing wrong with it. Actually, it's the people that cannot regulate, or because of some mindset that has been made by the world or the community or the people around him. And after he is aware of that, he's able to regulate it. Oh, okay, it's okay to be able to have emotion. And then from there, he is able to shift it. And then feeling that, okay, it's okay for men to feel emotion. And therefore, he is able to have a growth mindset where he feels that there is no more restriction, there is no boundary for him to grow. There is no cage that is making him cannot have a feeling or showing any expression or showing any feelings. That is what emotion intelligence is, being able to respond properly in your daily life. This shows that having emotional intelligence is basically you're not being able, you won't be able to be manipulated anymore. You won't believe those words anymore from those toxic people. You won't believe those words anymore from your closest person that probably will judge you. So that's why I encourage you to learn emotional intelligence, because that is a very important thing to have in your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Speechcrafter Maria. What an impressive speech about emotional intelligence. It's very interesting to have this kind of topic. And we continue to the speech of the speech crafters. Next, we supposed to have speech crafter Leah, but unfortunately, she has issue of electric outage, and I will continue to Speechcrafter Irvi, which will be introduced by Speechcrafter Bilal. I would like to welcome Speechcrafter Bilal.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Today I'm gonna introduce speech crafter Irvi. So she's gonna talk about financial backup, financial checkup. So Irvi, we're excited to hear you. So the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Speechcrafter Bilal. Good morning, everyone. So some of you already know that I am a finance person. So today the topic is a bit heavy about financial checkup. So prepare yourself. How's your relationship with money? Is that love-hate relationship? All of us will happy if we have money, we got money. But most of us face the difficulties of spending money. Where is the money gone? Who feel the same here? So mostly when every 20th of the month, all of us like, oh, I'm running out of money. Where is my money gone? So yeah, here why we should do the financial checkup. The objective is to know your healthiness of your finance. We cannot fix your problem if we don't know where is your state currently. And the next one is to fix your financial. The third one is to set your goals. And the last one, all of us for sure want to have financial freedom, which we already heard many times from social media. Actually, we can do self-financial checkup. There is a tool, we call it as ratio tools. I put here 6 ratio tools. The first one is basic liquidity ratio. This is for to know how long your liquid asset cover your monthly expense. How we calculate it? Liquid asset divided by yearly expense. What is the liquid asset? Your cash, your bank, your short-term deposit. The result should be minimum 3. Means your liquid asset can cover your 3 months expenses. The next one is liquid asset to net worth. This is to optimize your optimize your liquidity. You cannot put all of your asset to non-liquid asset, for example, house, or you cannot put all your asset to all liquid asset. It will be eaten by inflation for sure. How to calculate is liquid asset divided by total asset minus total debt. The next one is saving ratio. This is to know how much you can make, how much the saving you can make from your total income after tax. The result should be minimum 10%. How we calculate is yearly saving divided by yearly income. The next ratio is debt service ratio. This is to know your capability for payment debt. Maximum is 35%. Your total installment divided by total income. If you more than that, you will mess up with other budget for sure. The next one, it's similar with debt service ratio. This is debt to asset ratio. This is comparing your total debt compared to your total asset. This is in line with debt service ratio, but maximum we should have 50% your total debt compared to total asset. The last one is investment to net asset. This is for to optimize your capital result. Minimum you should have 50% of investment from your net asset. Net asset is your total asset minus with total debt. So in here, I wish with my speech, we are more aware about our financial healthy. So we can reach our goal. We can reach our goal with more proper planning. So are you ready to self financial checkup? Thank you for listening my speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Speechcrafter Irvi. Wow, it really makes me reflect on my financial health. So it's a very interesting topic to deliver in this economy, especially. Well done, Speechcrafter Irvi. And next, we will have Speechcrafter Bilal. And Speechcrafter Bilal will be introduced by Speechcrafter Beatrix. I would like to welcome Speechcrafter Beatrix.
Okay, hi everyone. So, Bilal today is the third speech of Bilal, and he is a teacher for primary school student. And at this time, he will share his tips how to be a successful person. So, Bilal, screen is yours.
Yes, thank you, Beatrix. Good morning, everyone. So today, my topic will be different, like from education. So my topic today is about how to be a successful person. Am I a successful person? Are you a successful person? Or are we a successful person? Why people running after success? So first of all, I wanna give a definition about success. Actually, success has like different definitions. So success lacks a clear definition, let's say. So it could be simply defined as in one word, like it's my word, like it's my own definition, it's satisfaction. So success, it's all about satisfaction. So the road of success is paved with numerous obstacles. So the road of success is not easy at all. So success does not come without challenges. So if you want to be a successful person, so you have to challenge obstacles, everything facing you. To achieve success, so we must have a strategy. So you should bear in mind or keep in mind that strategy is very important. How? To be a successful person, you mustn't be like an arbitrary person or like deal with things like with randomly. So you should have strategies. These strategies creates a way in front of you so that you can follow it. If you follow it, so yeah, you can reach success. Secondly, success is strongly correlated with how much effort and time uh, you you put into reaching that objective. So, if you want to be a successful person, you must give too much effort and time, energy in every single level, like physical energy, like mental, financial, logistic, everything. So you must give everything you have it. Yeah, and there is something important too to be a successful person. It's like I think it's the most important, let's say, step is failure. So I think that, or I believe that there is no successful person uh, didn't pass by this step. I think every single successful person failed at the beginning, at the very beginning of his or of her way. So if you fall down, of course you stand up and restart again. So failure is a step of restarting, and you rebuild yourself. Then you will be like stronger than before. But the problem that many people or many of us are afraid because we believe falling won't be like help help us succeed. But it's not true actually. If we fail, we will like stand up again and restart again, and we have like new motivations and with motivations and excitement. Yeah. So don't be afraid of failure. What else? Yeah. I would like to emphasize on the three major factors which are absolutely necessary for success. Hard work, like you have to use or to put or to make an effort. Hard work, having a schedule, like it's the strategy, the way that you have to like to make a clear way in front of you so you can follow it. And the other one is the motivations, like it's uh, it push us to achieve our goals. Also hard work, yeah. So the majority of successful people have excellent like time management skills. So we should like manage our time, our table time. Yeah, what else? Yes. So if you wanna achieve or you want to achieve your life, you must also develop this talent and skills. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Speechcrafter Bilal, for
Oh.
delivering a speech about on how to be a successful person. Wow, it's a very eye-awakening questions in this Saturday morning. Am I a successful person? And Speechcrafter Bilal also convey that in order to be success, we need to have a strategy and put much effort to conquer the challenges. And I believe this, if this is a definition, then speech crafters and all the Toastmasters, we are a successful people, I believe. And next, we will have speech crafter Nabila, and she will be introduced by speech crafter Maria. I would like to welcome speech crafter Maria.
Good morning. Hi, everybody. So today I would like to introduce you again to Nabila, who is the best friend as a book, and today she would like to tell you guys about how the change of a healthier diet will do to you. We welcome Nabila. The screen is yours, Nabila. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster. I'm sorry. Thank you, Speechcrafter Maria. Okay. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and Speechcrafters. Back with me, Nabila. And today I would like to discuss my path toward embracing a healthier diet. To begin, I would like to ask you, please give me a thumbs up if you done blood test regularly. Is there anybody? No, okay. Another thumbs up, please. If you eat vegetables and fruit every day, can I see a thumbs up, please? Okay, all right, that's nice. Pardon me if the question is a bit annoying. Well, since I'm a child, I have always been a picky eater who only eats the food that I like. And actually, I'm not a big fan of vegetables. And last year, after a business trip to coastal areas, I got dizzy and have a bit of uncomfortable feeling at the back of my neck. So I went to a pharmacy and did a blood test. And then surprisingly, my cholesterol level is high, even though I'm still in my 20s. And then I realized that's due to my unbalanced diet and too much seafood that I eat. So in this opportunity, I would like to share. Oops. Wait.
Oh, I think Speechcrafter Nabila has some kind of internet connection trouble, but it's okay. We can wait for her, and I think we can wait a bit for for Nabila to join with us, fellow Speechcrafters,
Professor Charlotte?
and yes.
I think we can go on to table topics and then
Oh.
Speechcraft and Nabila can continue.
Oh,
afterwards.
that's a great idea. All right, and then we can go with the table topics, and I would like to welcome our table topic master, Toastmaster Yvonne.
Hi, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to learning with each of you today, and I'm hope everyone you are going to have a fantastic weekend. And why I say that a fantastic day, how to have a fantastic day. I think that is the topic related to my today's table topics. So in this session, everyone will give 1.5 minutes for your speech. So why do we have this session? Actually, this session help us to develop our organization and from listening and thinking and speaking, and then have a good organization to speak our speech. So I will give you some topics, and you can share the story or something else about the topics. Then I will give you my topics. So before I call your name, I do hope everyone you can to be a volunteer to share your speech. So my first question is, why do we play game? Because my topics is related the people. People play game. Why do we play game? May I have the volunteer to share my first topics? If no, can I invite our club president, Antika? Antika, would you please, can you share my topic? Why do we play game? Why? Why people play game? You can share the story or anything. Thank you.
Playing games.
Yeah.
People love playing games. Some of our parents believe that playing games are only such a waste of time. But little did I know that actually adult learning has several methods ways, and playing games is one of them. Wow, learning from games. Isn't it awesome? Imagine if you are in the kindergarten or if you are in the primary school, and then when you play, your parents call you, hey, stop playing, start learning. And then you can say to them, well, I'm playing games, it's because I'm learning. Isn't that awesome? But unfortunately, I only know that when I become an adult. So the next time
Oh,
when I see my son, but when he not doing his homework, then I just say, okay, stop learning. Now do your homework. Back to you, table topic master.
thank you, Toastmaster Anika. Yeah, actually, playing games sometimes is learning. Thank you so much for your sharing. And my next topics, what kind of game do you play every day? And why do you play it? What kind of game do you play every day? Why do you play it? Why you play it? May I have the volunteer to share these topics? If no, can I call on Toastmaster? Okay, sorry. Who want to share? Hello?
I think that's just a microphone. Yeah. You could
Okay.
go ahead and call a person you'd like to call.
Okay. May I call on Toastmaster Nabila? Toastmaster Nabila? Yeah, please.
Yes. I'm sorry, I was distracted.
The question one more time, please, Yvonne.
Yeah. What kind of game do you play every day? Why do play it? Why you play it?
Okay.
Thank
Well,
you.
actually, I think the question is not um mm, I cannot answer that question because it's been a long time since I really have something that I play every day. But when I'm in junior high school, I used to play a video game. Actually, I used to play a video game which is Plant vs Zombies. I believe a lot of people knows about it too. And at the time, I'm playing Plant vs Zombies for minimum 2 hours a day. I really like it because it's a game about strategy, and it also uh, tell me how to, you know, like to make plans about how to manage your team because the plans are your team, right? And then you can try to manage which kind of plan that you need to, yeah, to win the war with the zombies. And I feel like it's kind of fun, but also give me like a thought process that helps me to strategize something. So yeah, I like it. But until now, currently I don't have any games that I still playing daily or routinely. Yeah, I think that's all that I can share.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nabila. Actually, from your sharing, yeah, sometimes play games it help us to manage how to deal with the people or help us how to manage it. Sometimes give us a good way to practice our thinking or our thought. Okay, my next topic. Why do many people like playing games rather than learning? Why do people like playing games rather than learning? Hello, may I have volunteer to share these topics? If no, can I call on Toastmaster Lucy? Lucy.
Hi, Yvonne. Can you please repeat the question?
Okay. Why do people like playing games rather than learning? Yeah.
Thank you, Yvonne. As a teacher, I do admire some of my students who are really so passionate in playing games. Because on contrary, I am one who do not enjoy playing games at all. I mean, I tried. I look at my mom, my husband playing Candy Crush. I was like, wow, they are so happy. Hours just flew by. And my students, they would just play the games and not study until 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, and they will fall asleep in class. So if you ask me why in general, I believe there is that addiction, because once they achieve that level of accomplishment, they will feel a sense of accomplishment and they will go even higher, and then they will be investing their time and effort in being able to reach certain goals and certain levels. And I believe there might also be some competitive edge between them and their peers who are playing the games. But back to your question, I believe there are another group of us who are not so inclined in playing games, but we are eager to learn. I think I would rather spend my time learning new things. Like even now, I'm very happy I have our students joining us this morning, because I thought that they, instead of playing games at home, they could join us for this morning and learn some things. Yeah, so in conclusion, my conclusion is that there are different spectrums and different interests of people. If you really find joy in playing games, by all means, but the balance is most important, to balance your time and your priority in life, which is important to you, and also to know your identity in life. If you are a student, you should definitely set aside and prioritize the study first, and only then you go for playing games. That's all for my sharing. Thank you.
Thank you. It's so wonderful. Thank you, Lucy, your sharing. Okay. So important to balance your time to play game. Thank you. My next topics.
Sorry, Yvonne, this will be our last speaker.
Look,
Please. We're
okay.
gonna go to Nabila. We're gonna go to our one last prepared speaker from earlier. So table topic
Okay.
will be closed.
Last topics?
No, that's it. 3 people, please.
Okay. My next topics.
That's it, please. Thank you.
Okay.
So we close the table topic session.
Yeah, sure.
Back to Toastmaster of the meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Yvonne, for
Thank you.
leading the table topic session with the topic of games. Wow, it really brings back to the high school era where we were playing so many kind of games and have plenty of time to play. Okay, so let's move on and continue with the speech crafter Nabila to continue the speech. I would like to welcome speech crafter Nabila to continue your speech.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Salma. Okay. I will be continue my speech. Well, since I was a child, I have always been a picky eater who only eat foods that I like, and I'm not a big fan of vegetables. And last year, after a few business trips in coastal areas, I got dizzy and felt uncomfortable at the back of my neck. So I went to a pharmacy and get a blood test. And surprisingly, my cholesterol level is high, even though I'm still in my 20s. And I realized that is due to my unbalanced diet and too much seafood. So in this opportunity, I would like to share with you the basic principles that I stick with until now to lower my cholesterol levels and also improving my nutritional intake at the same time. Okay, well, as a disclaimer, my background is biology and not health, so there might be different perspectives on how I interpret my understandings into the diet that I committed to. And the aspects of healthy eating diet that I want to incorporate is about the food composition, a balanced portion, and also the food additives consumption. All right. First of all, the composition of macromolecules in our food. So what is macromolecules? There are carbs, lipids, and proteins. And I think in Indonesia we have a slogan which is called 4 Sehat 5 Sempurna, or yeah, this one we call it like staple foods, and then staple foods, side dish, vegetables, and fruits completed with dairy products. And that slogan is based on the food category and not by the biomolecules content inside each food type. Meanwhile, what is categorized as vegetables may as well be a source of carbs, like potatoes, for example. On the other hand, the vegetables are primarily consisting of fibers, which still group as carbs, but made of simpler composition. Therefore, to avoid misleading, I want to recommend you start categorizing food based on its functional contents, which is carbohydrates, and then protein, healthy fats, and the last one is fiber. Okay. Secondly, how much each composition so we aim to eat? Usually we tend to look for the calories measurement, right, to calculate the portion of our meal. But I think it's a bit too complicated and not very practical. So for this reason, I suggest you to use the formula, which is half of your plate is comprised of carbs, and then half of it is comprised of vegetables or fibers, and then the other half consists of 1/3 carbs and 2/3 proteins. Well, actually, this is my meal. I have it for my lunch at the office. And then this way, you can easily mix and match your food based on the content. You can choose the food that you like the vegetables and also the source of carbs or even the source of proteins. And then thirdly, I will advise you on minimizing the food additive consumption, which is colorants, preservatives, and also seasonings, which are mainly found in factory-made food. And do you ever wonder what is it actually made from? Like, even though we can find the nutritional facts on and composition in the food pack, but actually those kind of food, the factory-made food, are made from artificial ingredients, right? And it is actually chemical substances. So I think we really should minimize the intake of that kind of food. And when I'm mentioning seasoning, I also include salt and sugar as a point of concern. So as a conclusion, we can follow the order. The first one is to categorize your food based on its functional macromolecules. And then the second one is to use your plate ratios to calculate the composition of each macromolecules. And then the third one is to minimize or better just cut off the food additive consumption. Okay, so last month I checked my cholesterol and the result is normal, even though it's not an instant change. Like, I've checked it 2 times before and it's still high. But then now I have a normal level of cholesterol. So I guess it's the same. To make ourselves get used with the new eating habit, it will take time. So therefore, I really hope everyone can also learn from my experience and be more mindful to the food that we eat. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Speechcrafter Nabila. Wow, what a healthy speech we have today. And that is all the speech of the Speechcrafters. We have a very positive vibes with the speech that you delivered today. We have emotional intelligence topic, financial health topic, elements of life, and also health and nutrition. The speech is very positive. And next, we will have the evaluation of Speechcrafter speeches. The first speaker, the first evaluation is the evaluation of Speechcrafter Anin. and it will be delivered by me. So I'm gonna welcome myself to have the evaluation. So yeah, congratulations, Speechcrafter Anin, for delivering your speech about the tips on living a frugal life and introduce us with the lifestyle of Dutch people. I really like your content because in this economy, it's good to live a frugal life, to live a good enough life. And I really want to appreciate your smooth flow of speech and also the use of gestures in your speech. Wow, you already implement the use of body language. Oh, very well done. And for the next speech, I challenge you to put more expression and play with your intonation to engage with the audience more. And I'm looking forward to your next speech, Speechcrafter Anin. And that is the evaluation for Speechcrafter Anin. Next, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Donna to give an evaluation to Speechcrafter Robert. The floor is yours.
Okay. Thank you very much to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Salma. So, Sani, thank you so much for being vulnerable and sharing with us your story growing up. I know it must be hard having been a softer boy when you were a child. I really enjoyed that Sani used thumbs up to engage the audience. I really appreciated that it brought fun into a topic that might have been quite somber otherwise. He has a very clear purpose for men to embrace their emotional side. And I appreciate that he also has really good structure. The first 90 seconds is for his personal story, and then he introduced the topic of toxic masculinity and the risks of it for men themselves. You shared about how you become hardened, you shared how it hurt you to adopt toxic masculinity. And however, after having given all of those risks of being not emotionally quotient, I think there's a shortcoming that you can improve, and that is a short closing. Rather than just saying, well, okay, thank you, you can say, you can use the time to reiterate your points, the risks of being emotionally unaware, and adding risky behavior, the health benefits of being more emotionally aware. And it's great that you embrace your emotional side, but I suggest that you add the CTA or call to action to encourage other men not to be as toxic, not to have so much toxic masculinity, and to encourage the woman not to bully men into being that hard macho man. So those are my recommendations for you. Back to you to start the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donna, for delivering the evaluation. Next, we will have Toastmaster Alvin to evaluate the speech of Speechcrafter Beatrix. The floor is yours.
Let's give a round of applause to Speechcrafters Beatrix. Wow, what a topic. I should invite my older sister to watch your speech, but she's so passionate about Zodiac. Lovely topic, nice selection of topic, Beatrix. I enjoy your speech so much. Start on the beginning. The opening, I love it. You interact with the audience. You wait, you take your time to interact with the audience. It's very good. You have a question, you respond, and also react for the reaction. And I see that you're smiling a lot on your speech in enough number of times. Seems like I feel you're very relaxed on delivering speech. And what needs to be improved? The first is I noticed some filler words like and in your speech. I think it could be reduced to a lower number, and it will make your speech more fluent. And I also listen for repeated words like the same meaning, like you explain something just in different words. I suggest if rather than using another words, try to explain the word. For example, I like read in my table because I love to sit. I love my self time. Explain the point rather than to have a fixed mindset or too narrow mindset. The same thing but just different. And overall, I really love your speech, Beatrix. I enjoy the topic. It's a very relevant topic. How excellent you are, you can find this topic. The most excellent thing is to interact with audience. You also relax, smiling, enjoy your time, and need to reduce the filler words and also to explain the point rather than repeating the same term with just different words. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. And next we will have Toastmaster Andika will evaluate the speech of Speechcrafter Maria. The floor is yours.
A Roman soldier named Cato the Elder, he said, grasp the subject and words will follow. This is what Speechcrafter Maria has demonstrated to us. She really knows about her material, and she smiled during the speech, and she sound confident. About the structure, I liked it. She opens with, today I would like to share on EQ. And then she also asks questions to engage the audience. And in the middle, she explained about what happens if we don't use our EQ well. And she also said about the how to optimize the EQ. And she closed her speech with, that is why I recommend you to learn EQ. So if you can see that the structure is designed well, there's an opening, body, and also closing. This helps audience to understand the speech holistically. And also, Speechcrafter Maria used gesture, and not only smiling, but she also moved her hand when she said shifted. So we can see that, oh, that's a symbol of shifted. And then she also used eye contact intensively so that she talks to us. Some recommendations for you to Speechcrafter Maria. You were talking about the previous speaker. So actually there is a risk on here. First, if you didn't have any agreement before the speech, that previous speaker might not be convenient because you were talking about him. But if you do have an agreement before, then that is fine. But another risk is that you are repeating what he was saying, because we want to see or we want to listen to what you want to say. But if you only repeat what the previous speaker said, the content won't be as rich as it can be. So my suggestion is create your own story, not to talk about the previous speaker. All in all, please keep, I would say, writing speech with purpose, because today your purpose is served well. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andika, for your evaluation. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Leonie to give an evaluation to Speechcrafter Leah.
I'm afraid my speech crafter didn't come today because of technical issue.
It's okay, you still can give the evaluation because it will be recorded and she can review it later.
But she
It was
didn't
not.
do any speech.
Yeah, Leah is not
Leah
coming,
wasn't
Salma,
here.
so the speech will be later.
Oh, okay. So we
Yeah.
continue to the next evaluation?
That's right.
Okay. And next, I would like to welcome Toastmaster Yvonne, who will deliver evaluation to Speechcrafter Irvi.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting. Toastmaster Ivy, I very appreciate that your speech is so concisely and very powerful. Since your speech actually have a very good structure, the first you give us ask the question, how's your relationship with money and why should we do check up? It's so important and it's also attract my attention a lot because I'm not a good manager in my finances. And you give us the other point, during your speech, you make a very beautiful and very concisely slide to help the audience to enhance to understanding your speech. I think that is a good skill. And from your structure, the speech content, first, you remind us why should we do check up, and then you guide us the tour, the 6 tour, and you have a very good clear analysis for the tour and how to optimize the ratio rate is in different aspect, the different aspect to use the tool to analyze our financial in daily life. I think that is a good, very good, useful to applicable in my daily life for how to have a healthy financial in my daily life. And at the end, you also remind us, are you ready for the financial checkup? It's remind the audience, did I really have this habit to check up in my financial in our daily life? Is so important. And for my personal suggestion, maybe you can give us a your personal experience successful example to help us to realize how to make it. I think that is important and also to help us. And sometimes maybe you can have some body language is also can enhance your speech. All in all, I like your speech so much. Back to our Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yvonne, for delivering your evaluation. And next, we still have other evaluation sessions. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Hani to deliver the evaluation for Speechcrafter Bilal. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Madam Mom. I will say congratulations and appreciate your speech to speech crafter Bilal in this morning because you already presented about successful person and it will be engaged and persuade to us how to be a success person by the way you deliver. In the opening, I like you already as the audience because it really helps to ask ourselves as a self-reflection. Are we already success? Am I? Why we are? It will bring to the introduce the audience and especially us at the main point speech of about success. Also, I like your content. The way you give the point with the structure. First, you start with in what? Definition about success. You give the many definition for success. Example, you already mentioned about luck and satisfaction. After that, you bridge it with the how. After what? And then the how. You explain about the strategy. So how to bring us to be a successful person is the part of self-reflections and to persuade the audience. You already nailed it with the whole of the structure, with the content of your speech. Also, after that, at the end, you give the 3 things major to do by the time management, hard working, and motivation. So you already give the closing points to us by how to do the things to be a successful person. After that, beside of that, I want to add the improvement for the next is about the voice tone. I noticed during your speech, your voice tone has the same pattern. Example, at the beginning, you asked to the audience, your voice tone was the same, but example, are we successful and are we? It will be better. You give the high tone and then the pace a bit because there is because it's the question mark. So the audience will be understand about the point of question of the question. I think that's all for me. Good luck for your next speech crafter. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hani, for giving the evaluation to the to speech crafter Bilal. And last but not least, I would like to welcome DTM Lucy to give an evaluation to speech crafter Nabila. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Salma. Pop quiz. How many of you remember the charts? For Empat Sehat Lima Sempurna, in the center there is one image. Yes. What is the image?
Milk's in the middle.
Anyone? Yes, you're right. It is milk. Okay. Thank you. A picture pens 1,000 words. Congratulations to Nabila, for I think you excelled at displaying images in your presentation earlier on. I also loved how you presented a well-organized speech. So we are informed of the 3 clear points you have. I personally like to jot down, and the 3 points are very clearly mentioned: the food composition, the plate composition, and number 3, cut down on the food additives. Secondly, I also felt that you started off well by introducing to us about your background personal story, which was you experienced the back pain, and then you went for the medical checkup. You realized that at the tender age of 20 plus years old, you actually have a bad cholesterol. And what is even better, you connected your strength in the beginning to the ending with your personal story and told us that you have a positive normal cholesterol reading. You excelled in those points. Congratulations, Nabila. Okay, number 2, what would you like to work on? Because this session focuses on body gestures, so I was observing on your body gestures, and I think that throughout you were not very expressive in your body gestures and your hand gestures. Actually, there are plenty of places for you to inject some body gestures, such as your hand gestures, the point number 1, point number 2, and you can move yourself forward to the back a little because we are doing this virtually. Okay, so for your next session or the incoming speeches, I hope that you will include some body gestures, yeah? So to challenge yourself, Nabila, I would suggest you to slow down. Earlier on, I started by asking a question, and I actually waited for participants to respond. Okay, so you can slow down a little bit and allow the participants to respond. Congratulations, Nabila. I love your speech, and may we all lead a healthier life. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, my connection was in trouble. And thank you so much, DTM Lucy, for delivering your evaluation. Next, we have a discussion that will be led by Toastmaster Alvin about how to give an effective evaluation. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Alvin.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Salma. So how do you guys feeling? Speechcrafters, fellow Toastmasters?
Ooh.
All right, so this is the time, the show time is the evaluation and feedback. This is the heart of the Toastmasters, the breakfast of the champion, because from evaluation, we can get improvement. It's not always easy, but it's necessary to grow and improve as individuals and as a team. And the purpose of evaluation is to give feedback for growth and development. And here's how the simple 4 ways to deliver an evaluation. It is respectful, honest, specific, positive, and thoughtful. So respectful means that your evaluations is about the speaker, speech, and public speaking, not their appearance or other personal attributes. And second, needs to be honest. And it doesn't help a speaker to be told that their speech is perfect or excellent when there is much that needs of improvement. And we need to be specific, spare feedback that lends itself to providing suggestion for improvement. And it has to be positive in every speech. No matter how much room there is for improvement, there's always something positive to honor. And it is have to be thoughtful as well. And you will have an opportunity to meet with the speaker individually. In this case, we can meet in the breakout room with our guides, with our evaluators to clarify the evaluation. Any comment that later on, you can also meet with your speakers after evaluation, giving evaluation, and you can clarify some things that might be embarrass the speakers on the stage or in public, but you have to deliver it in personal, in one-on-one. All right, so advice is different with feedback. Advice is like telling to do something. While, for example, advice, don't be so scared. So feedback is, I noticed that you were shaking. So put the I position, I point of view. The other is, you need to stand up straight. That is advice. So feedback is information, what I see. I observed that your upper body was tilted forward. Another, you have to speak up. That is an advice, that is a judgment. The feedback is, I informed that I had trouble hearing you. You need to improve your eye contact. That's an order, right? The feedback is, I saw that you're averting your eyes from the audience. And the last, you didn't move enough. I can say better way is, I noticed you remain still and in one place when you spoke. So that's the difference between advice and feedback. The most noticeable difference is feedback use I, because it is my point of view, while advice is just an order or tell people to do so. All right, so in the evaluation form, this helps us to deliver a feedback, what the speakers excel at, what may want to work on, and then to challenge themselves. Yeah, excel at is always positive side to tell, even though how bad is the speaker is, there's always one thing is positive. For example, the brave to come on the stage to speak, to share their opinion. There's always one thing positive at least. And we have to say what may want to work on and then to challenge the speaker. So it kind of positive one and then need to improve and then to challenge the speaker. And in the form, there is also this form that you can fill to help you, just in case sometimes I cannot find the evaluation points, but I refer to this: the clarity, the vocal variety, the eye contact, gestures, comfort level, and etc. And this is guidance also. This is in the evaluation form. All right, so participation is equal value. So we will have a discussion on what is an effective evaluation. All right, I will ask for your experience about evaluation or feedback. Is there anyone want to give example, how feedback improve you? Yeah.
I think I'd like to start.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, Donna?
Okay. So I've had so much experience in Toastmaster listening to feedback for all my speeches. And I think that it's really encouraging because we don't focus on our person, but we focus only on the speech. And it's very easy to take in because it doesn't discourage you. It's a very encouraging feedback. So I think it's important that when we deliver feedback, we make sure that we don't discourage our speaker and rather we encourage them to be better in the future. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Donna, for your answer. Yes, and also what to add, Donna, sometimes we different giving feedback for the first timer speaker to the more experienced speaker. So for the first timer, we can be more encouraging and appreciate they just stand on the stage. We just applause that. We give the encouragement for that. And maybe anyone want to share about how do you feel when you receive feedback? So just please raise your hand.
I think I wanna go.
Oh yeah, Salma.
Yeah. So usually before speech, sometimes I have thoughts that whether what I deliver is good enough or interesting enough. So receiving feedback makes me confirming that thoughts whether my speech is having a good intonation or do I need to improve in the body language or something like that. So receiving feedback is really beneficial for the improvement of my next speech.
Yeah, see how the feedback is improve our speakers. And thank you, Salma. And how about the speech crafters? How do you feel when you listen to your evaluation? Or do you still remember one piece of feedback? Oh yeah, please, Maria.
For me, actually, it gives me improvement because last time, for example, for the homework, not homework one, sorry, I put it on homework one. I got it from my evaluator, and it says to put the high tone and low tone, and then at the end make a summarize for conclusion, eye contact with the camera, which then it improves me. It makes me realize, oh, okay, I guess my camera is on the side, and I have to focus on the, so it gives me an additional information for me to improve, to be better for the next one. So it's a good one. Thank you.
A good one, Maria. So that's the feedback you received, and you fix your eye contact right now. Congratulations, Maria. So that's one way. Take one feedback from your previous evaluation and implement on your next speech. Thank you, Maria. Anyone want to share? Yeah, Beatrix, please.
Okay. For me, especially like for us, I know like a new speech crafter who just learned. Of course, sometimes we don't really aware what fault that we did during the speech, but through the feedback we can learn what we are missing during the speech. But what I want to express here the most is through Toastmaster, I amazed by the way you guys delivered the feedback that can build our confidence, even though we did some mistakes during the speech, but you still deliver it in a good way and encourage us to improve more and more for our next speech. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Beatrix. Yeah, indeed, I agree with you. The feedback is very important, and also to add you, to give a feedback is one of the skill that I get in Toastmasters. I apply this to my wife, to in office. To give feedback, start with a positive one. Before that, I just critique that you did this badly. I just being honest. That's not what is done. Start with the positive. and then improvement, and then the challenge. Right. And also to add the example, if I give a feedback, I have to show what is the example to prove that. For example, Alvin, your smell so bad. That's just a critique. Right? The better way is, Alvin, I smell you not delicious. So I suggest you to use a perfume. That's one of the examples. All right. So Leonie, do I still have time?
It's already 10 minutes.
Oh yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Leonie. So to summarize, so in evaluation, respectful, honest, specific, positive, and thoughtful. Respectful means that you're evaluating the speech, not the appearance. Honest, help them to improve, and then specific, and for the improvement, state your example. And positive, there's always something to honor. And last is thoughtful. If you think this feedback may embarrass your speaker, you can meet on the breakout room or personal. That's all for me. Back to Toastmaster of the meeting, Salma.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin, for delivering the material about giving an effective evaluation. Next, we will have assignments and for session 5, and it will be delivered by Toastmaster Donna. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Donna.
Oh, thank you to our Toastmaster of the meeting. Okay, first of all, before I give you your assignments for next week, congratulations, we're halfway! Woo! You guys did a good job. I am serious. Today's speeches are super insightful. Just the breadth of topics that we've covered today. Really interesting. I should probably save this for my GE report. So anywho, I'm going to share my screen. Back with your boy from the office. Preparation for next week, for week 5. Please prepare your speech on any topic. Next week, it will be shorter for 3 to 5 minutes. Use this chance to apply your learnings today that are focusing on your body language and applying feedback from your evaluator. And because we have discussed on how to evaluate properly, you are going to become an evaluator for a fellow Speechcrafter. So your evaluations will be just like ours, 1 to 2 minutes. Please deliver the positive and the negative and the challenge you'd like to give out. Okay, these are the list of speakers and evaluators. I will send you this later on today. If you want to screenshot, you can. Otherwise, I'll send it to you anyway. So just to reiterate, your tasks for next week are 1 3 to 5 minute speech on any topic that focuses on body language. Make sure that it's a very expressive story where you have many chances to use body language. And a second is to become the evaluator for a fellow Speechcraft speaker. Am I back? Hello? I'm back. Okay, so other than that, agenda for next week. Table topics. We're going to listen to your speeches on body language. We're going to talk about vocal variety with Iya Girl, aka me, and also providing feedback as you guys will be the first time evaluator. Okay, so let's go ahead and team up with your small group with your respective evaluators. Let's practice how to evaluate your speaker and brainstorm for next week. So those will be it. We should split up into groups. I will give the control back to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Salman.
Thank you, Toastmaster Donna. So now we will have speaker guide workshop for our guides. Are you ready to transfer into a new dimension, which is our breakout room to discuss the speakers? I would count, and Toastmaster Alvin, maybe you will help with the breakout room opening, yeah.
Yeah.
And 3,
Wait, Salma. So because
Yeah.
Anin and Leah is not coming, so I will put Salma and
Hmm?
Leonie in one breakout room with guests. Yeah. So
All right.
the others enjoy yourself. We will have the time for 10 minutes. I will. You can discuss your evaluation with your evaluator or prepare your speech for the next week or any other question about Speechcraft. With that, I will open the room in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the door. Hello, Beatrix.
Hi, Alvin. Thank you for the
All right.
feedback before.
Yeah. So yeah. So anything do you want to clarify about your speech?
For which one? For next week?
For this for today, is there anything that you think that you don't agree or you want to me to explain more?
Oh, no, wait. Um, no, actually, yeah, I agree. Either I agree or I believe that during the delivering speech, there is things that I don't realize or I don't aware because I focus on the speech itself, but sometimes there are a few things that I might miss. So yeah, thanks for the feedback. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so how do you feel after delivering your speech?
Um, I feel like other than learn how to deliver the speech well, but need to learn adjust the time too because like yesterday I tried and sometimes I fit the time, sometimes exit the time given, but especially for today, like actually there is another things that I would like to say before, but due to the time limitation, then I need to change the closing suddenly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
things that I also learn.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
one. You have several case or several option, right? And then you adjust during your speech. That's a very good one, Beatrix. And so I would like to restate my point about you. The opening, I love it so much. Interact with audience and take your time to react. That's very good one. And I also notice your hand gesture is very active. Yeah, use your hand. You're not. Yeah, it is visible and personal story. I love it. I love it so much. You use personal story. Whenever you use personal story, the speech become unique. I still can remember about your speech. The zodiac one, the topic selection is also very good. And the improvement is the filler words. And uh, in my opinion, I can do to pause a little bit or take time to think instead of filler. That's okay. I still do filler words, but we need to become more aware of filler words. And also one pronunciation, I think you mentioned luck, right?
Oh yeah.
Luck. Yeah, I think it is the other words. So I just want to clarify. It is luck. Luck. Good luck. All right. So for next speech is what do you think you want to deliver on the next speech?
Still don't know yet. Yeah, haven't thought about that yet. What will be interesting? Yeah. Yeah, I still don't know yet. But maybe I think the biggest challenge is to feel the filler word that you said before, like yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
how to overcome it. But yeah.
yeah. One thing is just keep delivering your speech. Keep trying. You will be better. And how about in tablet topic? How do you feel?
Table topic before.
Yeah.
I didn't participate in the table topic, but basically for table topic, I like it. I like it a lot because it like it forced us to think fast and even though we only have short time to think the answer, but we still need to deliver it in a structured way.
Yeah. So I encourage you, Beatrix, next week, if you just raise your hand, try it if possible, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What else? Yeah.
Yeah. Any question regarding Speechcraft?
Yeah, I think only related to time, yeah. Because I also did like twice a week presentation on my bootcamp recently. And I also have a problem with the time limitation. For example, like, every time we do the presentation, we only have like 4 minutes and 3 minutes for Q&A, but usually still exit 1 or 2 slides that haven't shared before.
Okay. So you think the time for edu speaker, do you think?
Yeah, for me to deliver the speech in time. Yeah.
Deliver speech in time. Yeah. So yeah, that's one thing that we learn also. Do you draft your speech verbatim or just point per point?
To be honest, I had a very hectic week before during the week, so I just prepared it like last night. And then I tried it in the morning like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. Is it because of the preparation?
Time is more about the awareness of time. Because why it is 3 to 5 minutes, the speaking time, it is because most speech is on 5 minutes. Most people will lose attention after 5 or 6, 7 minutes. Yeah. So we try to speak on point, yeah, to the point, and speak the most important thing. And to encounter that, if you draft your speech, if you write your speech, I remember from my mentor that 100 words equal to 1 minute. So that's the standard from Indonesian or South Asian people. So if I have 4 minutes, I will write for around 400 minutes. 400 words.
Okay. So the thing is not only create the bullet point, but also to draft the speech.
Not necessary, not mandatory to write your speech. If you used to write your speech, it has to be 100 words per minute. And
Okay.
if you do a pointer, make sure I usually use 3 pointer in every speech, because 3 is the enough point. If we have more than 3, people will forget most of it. Only 3. The opening, 3 main point, and then closing. And if you have 5 minutes, it means that in first minutes is your opening. Your interaction is very good. I like it. I enjoy it. I feel that you talk to me directly, even though you talk to the audience. And then your main body, 3 main bodies. And after you see the timing is already 4 minutes, it's time to close. Close is to summarize what is your main body. 1, 2, 3. For example, my name is Alvin Abrar. I love red. I was graduated from UI, and I'm a very competitive person. And that is one example of closing. I restate my point first, second, and third.
Okay.
And the next speech is about body language. So make sure we have the body language, such as gestures. Yeah, we have 4 gestures, and facial expressions and movement, if possible. If you want to deliver your speech in standing position, that's also okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
And
have
you,
to sit on our
it
chair.
doesn't have to sit. You can stand. You can stand. It's also okay.
Okay.
And you also deliver a feedback to your speech, another speech crafter, and use that structure. Start with the positive and then the negative, or not negative, yeah, room for improvement and to.
Okay, we'll try it.
This is the very, I think this is the most important point, yeah, the feedback. To deliver feedback is the thing that I feel most helpful in my daily life.
Okay.
Okay,
Great.
so the tricks. So anything else?
I think enough, clear enough for now. Just need to implement it.
Yeah. Yeah, and so don't forget to also give example when you share feedback. Start with the I point, yeah, not you. You are this, you are this. So I see, I feel, I hear. Okay, bye. That's it.
Bye. Thank you.
All right. Welcome back to the main session. Back to you, Toastmaster Salma.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Alvin, and I hope you enjoy the discussion, fellow speech crafters, and really enjoy the session today. We have a very positive speech. We have some kind of improvements for the next speech, and also next, I would like to welcome the general evaluator, Dr. Dona, to give the general evaluation of our session today.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Salma. I am here as your general evaluator. My task is to evaluate how the whole meeting went from start to finish. We started on time at 10 sharp, and we had one excuse attend absence and another absence due to technical difficulties. And even then, we're still late by 10 minutes. So we should be mindful of our time. Remember that the maximum time for your speeches are 5.5 minutes. So don't go over that. I really appreciate that you guys are very excited speakers. That means that you are ready for real Toastmasters. So good job. And however, we still do need to take care of the time because even with only 7 speakers, we're 10 minutes behind. Okay. And then I also really liked the questions Toastmaster Yvonne gave out during the table topic sessions. That was really interesting. It's a fun refresher about gaming and how people use games to fill in their lives. And next up, I truly appreciate that your speeches cover such a large gamut of topics, from health to finance to emotional intelligence to a view, and so many other things. We learned so much from you today, so thank you very much. And lastly, our speaker, edu speaker Toastmaster Alpin, got to teach us on how to become expressive with purpose in our speeches, as well as how to deliver good feedback. So all in all, a very good meeting today. Remember to keep your speeches within 5.5 minutes. And also, I also want to shout out that you used your learnings from the previous week very well every single week. So congratulations once again. That will be my general evaluation. I'll hand the control back to our Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dona, for giving your evaluation of our session today. And also, I would like to invite all of us to take picture together before we end the meeting. It will be led by Toastmaster Alvin and our beloved guests, Junia and Eldred. If you want to participate in photo session, you could turn on the camera, but if you cannot, it's okay. And yeah, I will give the control to Toastmaster Alvin to take the photo session.
Thank you, Toastmaster Salma. Photo time. So please turn on your camera and get ready and prepare your best food pose of today. All right, are you ready? All right, so the first photo should be a formal one or the father pose. All right, on 3, 2, 1. All right, done. Now the second one. Move from father to more expressive. Use your face, use your body language, use your expression, express yourself because this is your time. All right, so you ready? I will count from 3, 2, 1. Yeah. All right, thank you so much. That's the photo session. Back to you, Summer.
Thank you, and so happy to seeing happy faces of all of you here. I really hope you enjoy the session because I do. I really love all the topics delivered by the speech crafters. I also love the content that the educational speech delivered by fellow Toastmasters. And keep up your spirit because in the next session, next week, we will have a continuity session about there will be a material about vocal variety, and you will also deliver a speech with the emphasis on using a body language. All right, I'm here as the Toastmaster of the meeting. Would like to give thank you for all of your active participation, and with the power of what is it? I know lipstick in my hand, I will adjourn this meeting. Thank
you,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you,
See you
everyone.
soon. Okay, we should turn off recording.
Oh, yeah.